and then target these highs, because still, guys, this is still resistance. And I would also short Bitcoin when it comes up to the highs here, because we have the SMA, the one moment, strong SMA resistance there as well. So it's really, it's not looking good right now here, guys. No trade zone for me personally. So I don't think I'm missing anything anyway. As you know, I am right now in the busiest phase of my life. Probably. And no time to trade, especially this job market. But soon, hopefully next week, after next week, once the baby comes and my wife can drive again on her own, then I will slowly come back and hopefully make a good comeback. So that's the situation. So really choppy here right now. Wish I could tell you more. This would be only a trade that I would take if we go down to the lows here. Well, and then I would expect a strong reaction from there. I would want to see a strong reaction. And as I said, another thing is shorting here, but I would want to short it from higher, not from here. So I think it can even, if it goes up, one possibility is that it comes up to here, guys, to the daily SMA 100, where it already got rejected one time, as you can see. It can make a scam pump up to there, which is here, this level on the H4. So that's the zone where I would look for shorts. But I'm saying I would do that, but honestly, guys, this weekend, probably best thing to do is to not risk in trading. Other than that, guys, in the market, I have seen some things going on, like that penguin coin that everyone is shilling went up like crazy. My whole timeline is shilling this coin. Look, I just opened CT and I already see it. Penguin coin. Did anyone buy it? Penguin? What the fuck is going on? When everyone is shilling one coin, there's probably some paid shilling going on, but not always, guys. Sometimes it's just the hype, you know. So I didn't get any marketing approach for Penguin, just to let you know. Usually, when a coin is being shilled by everyone, as you know, then it is um, paid shilling. But I didn't get any approaches for Penguin, so I think this one could actually be a hype. Yeah, going up because of hype. Some big sites like the White House X, White House, yeah, this one, the White House, the US White House X account, shielded, and some others as well. So yeah, that's no, yeah, I didn't buy it neither, but I have seen some friends of mine on X were lucky and bought it, and even they shared it when they bought it. I had seen that some days ago, like crypto cousin was talking about penguin. I thought, what the fuck is he talking about? You know, some days ago, which penguin? What penguin? He was shilling it at 2 million. Also, crypto bitlot here, but I didn't expect it. I mean, I wasn't active anyway. I just remember now that I have seen them, you know, shilling it at 2 million. I think it's now at 60 million. So it's the only thing right now in the market, you know. If you didn't get in early, I think it's, yeah, it left. You know, it's probably done now. I mean, sure, it can go up a bit more, but you cannot expect it to do another 10x or so. It's over. If you missed it, then you missed it. Yes, brother. It's luck. It's a luck thing, you know. I don't know how some people catch these. I remember, some years ago it was much easier. You have to be really in the trenches and do this type of trading where you buy newly listed coins. For example, crypto cousin, uh, yeah, this guy, I had really seen him shilling it at 2 million market cap some days ago, you know, and even Trader SZ, you know Trader SZ, right? He's asking, how do you find these kind of plays? I'm a grade, a doom scroller. It's funny. I mean, you really have to be in the trenches and also be lucky. So it's not like crypto cousin is catching these non-stop. Okay, he was lucky here as well, but still very good game. So he turned not even 1K, $880 to 100,000 in 4 days. I mean, that's what is that? Yes, a bit more than 100x. Good game, right? Well done. I don't see this every day on my timeline, to be honest. So it's like, feels like back in the days in 2017 when I saw many people doing 100x's. Save Moon, crypto pumps. Save Moon, yeah, I remember that coin. I never held a 100x coin, guys. Never held such a coin. I think my highest was like maybe 5x, 6x. I'm not a holder. I'm a fumbler anyway. I caught some good ones, but yeah, I don't hold for such big gains anyway. As soon as I see, oh, okay, I multiplied, I start taking profit. And I missed many, many big gains because of that, really. And I will still miss many, I know. I know I will also buy some and fumble them. It happens. Yeah, yeah, sure, you can do that. Can happen when you buy something and you forget about it. For example, you are busy doing something else, you just leave that shit. And then 1 week later, it made 100x. So it's luck, brother. You know what I mean? The problem is to check what you have bought all the time. Then you see you are in profit, you multiply it already. And then you start to fumble and shit like that. So I have actually no advice. If anyone has an advice for me regarding that, you can let me know. Because I was never the holder guy. I'm not good with that. That's why I'm a trader. That's why I'm trading, which is a bit more. Yeah, you need to hustle a bit more, but yeah, it's less with luck. It has less to do with luck than, it's actually a system. Trading is a system where you can win consistently and stuff like that. This much easier, 100x gain and only holding, you know. Yeah. Man, why do I see so much politics on my timeline? I thought I started unfollowing these politic accounts, but my ex is still showing me all these politic news. Wait, following. I have to click here. Following, I think. Yeah. As you see, everyone, all my whole timeline is shilling this coin. And the funny thing is, we actually have a Pengu coin, the original one, Pudgy Penguins, and it's not even doing good right now. Pengu, the original penguin coin. Yeah, it's looking like this, doing nothing. Other than that, we have some gainers in the market, for example, on Bybit. But from what I have seen, those are mainly the one moment. Okay, this is the Bybit full watch list. So these are mostly coins that nobody knows. Honestly, nobody cares about. Look at these coins that are the top gainers of the day, guys. What are these coins? Nobody cares about these coins. You know, and so on. What is that even? Kaya. Coins that I'm never checking anyway. So I wouldn't have caught any of these, to be honest. Maybe Pump Fun. So guys, let me know if you want me to look at something. Because as I said, right now these days I'm not actively checking charts because I can't. So I can look at some charts for you, tell you my opinion. And I'm a bit sick as well. So I'm sweating right now. Oh, George, you mean the EMA series, right? Rather the 20 and 90 cross, that is the cross for the uptrend. That is not a trading pattern, brother. So it means that when the lower EMA, for example, 20 or 50, crosses the 90, that is a trend reversal. I mean, you should buy there. To quickly show you what I mean is, here you see this gray one, right? That is the EMA 20, for example. And when you see it cross the EMA 50, for example, here, that is already a small reversal. The first step of the reversal is that the lower time frame crosses a high time frame EMA. And it crosses the 50 first and then the 90. As you can see here, it crosses the 90. So this is only to determine a trend reversal. This is not a trading pattern. So it does not mean when you see a cross like this, you should buy. No, it can still wick down. So there is not like you can buy there. Okay, that is only to determine, okay, this is potentially a trend reversal. You still have to trade the price action in such a case. For example, you go into smaller, for example, you have seen this potential trend reversal here on the H4 time frame. Okay, let's mark this here. It is happening right here. You still have to go into the smaller time frame and look for a reasonable entry. For example, in a consolidation, the lows in a consolidation. Okay, and for that, I also think I explained in my EMA series that the EMA 200 used to be really a good level to buy dips or on the H1. For example, here, the EMA 200 is a good EMA to buy dips. But the cross that I was speaking about in the EMA series, in the first part, brother, that is not a trading pattern. Okay, in the second video, I think, of the EMA series, I think I am explaining how to buy dips, which is, for example, the EMA 200 here, like here, but in confluence also with price action. Okay, so that's uh, Python H1. Okay, I will look at it. Let me quickly check hype. I think hype was not looking bad when I checked it. Look at this, guys, my recent trades. went all to shit, as you know. This month I probably had my worst trading month because I tried to trade while being busy as well. I mean, here I got a small up move in my trades, but then each time market kept going sideways, as you see. And really, I had the worst trading month at the beginning of January, so that's why I stopped sharing trades because I thought, no, I cannot continue with this shit. I have to pay more attention and I don't have the time for that. So instead of sharing losing shit, I step back to come back when I have more time to pay more attention. So hype. This is hype. Uh, uh, One moment. I think, right? You probably say because it made a went above this low, right, brother? Here, this one. Now I confidence to be honest, because here's the supply zone from where it made new lows. H4 time frame supply zone here. It is right now in that supply zone. Over here. This is the H4 supply. And it just came into that supply zone. And also the EMA 100 is there. No, it's actually at resistance to be honest with you. So you probably say because it went above this low here, right? That's true, it went above that low, but it's also right now exactly at resistance, supply resistance, and also RS resistance, brother. So not I see nothing confident here. Can still come down. So as I said, this weekend, really better not risk anything, guys. Except if you see our traders, we have many good traders, as you know. If they share something with confidence, then it's on you. But I don't see anything with confidence because also, as I said, I'm not paying enough attention. Brother, any coin that is looking good. Uh, Look, when I look at the gainers, the top gainers on Bybit, I see it's mostly newly listed coins, right? So new coins. The problem with new coins, brother, is that um, some of them don't go up and some do. One moment. I have not seen any good looking coin when I checked. I'm just checking right now on my phone. One moment, because there's actually only newly listed coin that I had seen. Elsa, for example, it's newly listed and it's at a level, but also it can make new lows, guys. So I wouldn't look, guys. As I said, this month I had a bad month, bad start. Actually, since 1 week or so, I'm not sharing anything. But in the week before that, I shared some losing trades. So I'm actually this month, and before that, I had shared no big winners. So this month in January, I have my worst performing month, and it's not because of our new trading system. It's because I shared trash trades only, as you know. In the beginning of January, I had only losing trades, and I didn't catch any big gainers. I had some small winning trades, but overall, I think I am like 10R in loss this month. So I need like two trades, like two 5R trades, and to be at break even, I would need like two 5R trades or three trades, like three 3R trades, only to be break even. And I have like how many days left? It's the 24th January. Yeah, I have like 6, 7 days left to share like two or three good trades. Let's see if I can do that, but not right now. So I'm not gonna rush it. In the next days, I will check, see something with confidence I will share because I would like to end the month at break even, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to end the month with a minus 10R, but if it happens, then yeah, you know the reason. It can happen. You know, the market is difficult, really difficult, and I mismanaged a lot in January. Yeah, I mismanaged the good trades that I shared. I went too small, and so on. Yeah, other than that, as you know, we are performing good consistently. But honestly, guys, this market is difficult. You have to pay attention. You cannot have a messy life, where you are working, doing lots of stuff in your daily life, and then trade this job market. That's not possible. So you have to pay attention to trade this market profitably. And that's not, for me, that's not, um, yeah, possible at the moment because I'm driving my kid to school. I'm picking him back up, bringing my wife to doctor and so on, and also bringing the kid to sport training, whole day fully packed. Then I come home late. My head is done, guys, really done, and I just need to calm down. I watch, for example, before I go to bed, I watch 1 or 2 episodes series. Um, Currently, I'm looking science fiction series, The Expanse. Really nice show. I can recommend if you like science fiction because you need also something to calm down. But trading a market in general, guys, when you have a messy life, your trades will be messy. It's only logical. You need to have a routine, like wake up, you know, a daily routine. Bro, you haven't watched Lord of the Rings? You mean the series, the movies? Never seen them, or you are rewatching? Don't tell me you have never watched them, bro. Okay, but you're younger, right? That's why. I think you're in your 20s. Brother, that's the best movie of all time. You have to watch it. Yeah, but it's 3 hours per episode, so yeah, you have to take yourself one day off. That's the best way to do it, brother. Take yourself one day off, start to watch, then watch it all at once, whole day. Then you will be like the characters in the movie, like yeah, like one of them. Bro, it's the best movie, Lord of the Rings, honestly. One of the best movies of all time. And still, brother, still, even 20 years ago when it was made, you can still watch it today and say, wow, nice. The effects and so on, they are still, very good. Yeah, right, exactly. It's actually a book from a book. The books are good, but I'm not the book reader. I mean, I read books, but not like that, fantasy or for something like that, fantasy or science fiction, I prefer to watch it visually. I don't like to read the book. When I read book, then it's for knowledge, for real knowledge, like religious books or scientific, but for, yeah, not for fun, like movies or fantasy or science fiction. And then I prefer to watch it visually because, yeah, exactly. Engine, engine for long, bro. Okay, so this is the level where it could come down when it gets ugly on the daily. Bro, look, engine, there is nothing that looks different than on Bitcoin. Most coins probably, I tell you, Zasha, they look like this because Bitcoin looks like this. You have that pattern here, this weird triangle, downtrending pattern. For example, here, look at Bitcoin. It's looking similar. Here it is downtrending, consolidation, and also these higher lows. But I think it looks scammy, brother. It looks scammy. So I would only try along here after it sweeps these lows. As I said, like with a three tap. For example, if I get a move down here, which stops these guys out who long here right now and place their stops below here. Pretty sure many people do that. Place their stops below these lows here. So this is where I would try, but even here, I think even here it's risky. Can still sweep this one as well. That's why I wouldn't place a tight stop. Actually, best is try as low as possible here. That's what I would try. And engine doesn't look any different. Engine. Yeah. It's trending down. And even if it breaks out here, it wouldn't convince me, brother. Even if it breaks this downtrend here, that would not convince me because here EMA 200 is right above it. You know what I mean, Sasha? It's not looking good to me. This is probably how most altcoins look right now. Because I checked some of them. Pretty much look like Bitcoin. And depend on it. So when Bitcoin does that scam pump, then these coins will logically pump as well. ID ZBT XMR. Let's go. Okay, ZBT actually looks not bad. Tell you why. It has started a reversal here already. As you know, I was interested in this coin because it's a privacy coin. And one moment. I was interested in it here, but it even came down lower. Started the reversal. Right now, retesting support. One moment. Where did it got rejected? Got rejected here. So I'm looking here where it got rejected to understand better if that is a supply zone. A strong supply zone, brother. You know, when it made this scam pump here, I remember that day even, it fully retraced back down. Strong selling. And then that turned also to resistance. I'm just checking right now to see if that's potentially still a strong resistance here. It got rejected once, got rejected twice, bouncing on support. Yeah, yeah. ZBT is looking good. ZBT is looking good. Nice, nice catch, brother. In such a market to find such a pattern here like this, I think this is looking good. But you would have to place your stop below these highs here, which also means that you could potentially get an entry there, in my opinion. So if you are not, brother, in FOMO mode, like, oh, I don't want to miss this, then I would look for this entry here. Although it is bouncing on support, it can still do a scam move because these coins are scammy. I mean, look at this scam move that it did here, right? It can do a scam move like that. Market is really a bitch market. So yeah, why, brother? Because this is a support and resistance level here. Logically, one high, got rejected many times there until it flipped it, retested it here. It's retested. And many who long here will place their stops below these lows, for example, here, or even maybe below here. That's why I would leave it a bit more room. Yeah. So if you are not in a FOMO mode, I would look for an entry here. But if you say, I don't want to miss this coin, then you can try like this, or if you want, with a tight stop, brother. But I would not recommend the tight stop. High chance that you get wicked out before it goes up. I would rather than um yeah, do it like this. Place my stop below 95 and try an entry here. Slightly above these previous highs, which is 90, yeah, 99 actually. Yeah. Does that make sense, bro? Always hype. Already looked at it, brother. It's at supply zone, bro. Have you seen it? It's right into resistance. Although I know what you mean, it has reclaimed one low right now at resistance. Let me quickly show you what I mean. Here, this is the H4 supply zone, bro. Also support and resistance. But here, this is the H4 supply zone and potentially a resistance. Yes, I know on H1 it's looking like it reclaimed the EMA 200, but no, bro, it's on a higher time frame resistance. So above that supply, it would be interesting for me. So that would mean that it comes up to the EMA 200 on the H4 here. Then I would say, okay, it's making actually, some serious moves. But right now, it's, yeah, difficult for me. I think ZBT, what the brother said is, I would have more confidence with that one. You see what I mean? Always, it's that resistance, bro. Supply resistance. Here, it made new lows from there. Look, only down candles, new lows. This is the supply, and it's right there. So you would long into resistance if you want to long it here. So the brother George said ZBT XMR. George, ZBT, bro, good catch. As I said, really good catch. Because on the higher time frame, This is looking like a serious reversal here, honestly. Uh, Also, it could bounce from here. It can bounce from here. Only problem I have with that is the tight stop, bro. You know, yeah, you would have to use a tight stop for a high reward trade if you want to long here, and that is risky. So that's why I would actually go for the lower entry because the market is so fucking scammy these days. So I would try it like this. I can still imagine that it, even if it comes down here, that it goes back up. You know what I mean? And this could happen if Bitcoin goes for the three tap. What is the problem with this? The problem with this is that you can miss out. In case it pumps here together with Bitcoin, then you would miss out. Yeah, that's the situation. But other than that, this is worth a try. Every trade is risky, but um, usually when you take a trade, you look at the probability, for something with confluence. So we have support here, the EMA 200. It reclaimed it, it retested it many times, made a high. So this already happened, bro. So if you had bought the first retest of the EMA 200 here, then you would have gotten already one nice move. And now it's retesting it again. Uh, one moment. Next resistance would be here at the highs anyway, where the H4 EMA 200 is, right? Yeah, bro. As I said, I would look for the low entry, bro. XMR. So what I have drawn there looks like I was interested in this coin. Yeah, I have drawn something here previously. So I have drawn one triangle here. It broke out. It came for the retest. Mhm. 200 H4 time frame. I see bro. I know. I understand why you're looking at it. Crypto pumps. I had looked at Esther, brother. No confidence for me on Esther, but I will look at it in a bit. But this XMR, I see why George is interested because support here, from support and resistance perspective, it is retesting the previous high, which is in a strong uptrend always the best level to look for entries, right? So the previous high, which was here, before it made then new highs, and now it's retesting it and seems to hold. Bounced a couple of times, also in confluence with the SMA 200. SMA 200 right there. No, George, you know what I don't like at the moment, bro? Bitcoin. That's the problem right now for me, Bitcoin. Because yes, while this is on support here on the SMA 200, you see it wicked below it a few times, right? It could still come down to this low one more time, bro. It could still do that. That's the problem. So, which is why I cannot say use a tight stop here, brother. That's the problem. So, I would also recommend to try here in case Bitcoin makes that three tap, which is what I said at the beginning. It can come down to here, this Bitcoin can wick down here one more time to the lows, then go up at least to here again. Like that would be a scalp trade this weekend. I would be interested here. A move here and then, you know, basically a range play. But most of the coins that I have looked right now depend on this, in my opinion. Even ZBT, even XMR. So yes, they look like they could bounce from here, just like Bitcoin. It also looks like it could make a scam run from here. But you cannot say that with guarantee, right? It's 50-50, bro. So if you want to try a 50-50 play, you can try from here with a tight stop. On Bitcoin, that would be here below these lows. But I think the chance that it sweeps that, comes for the three type here, is pretty high. So I would go for that, bro. I would go for the lower entry. Because missing out something is not as bad as getting stopped, unnecessarily. So wait, if you get this down move to the range low, then you can make a range play and also get those entries on the mals that you asked for. So then you would be on the safer side. Although ZBT really looks tempting here, I must say, brother, really looks tempting. So if you wanted to try something with small size, I would go for this one because here it's on the SMA 50 on the H1 time frame, also EMA 200, EMA 50, you know, yeah. Don't trade anything with size right now. Yeah, brother, short is probably good right now because overall, honestly, on most time frames except the weekly, it's not looking good to me neither, bro. Not on the H4, not on the daily. Only time frame that looks like it could bounce from here. It's like here, the SMA 100 on the weekly, EMA 100 here on the weekly. Looks to me like it could pump one more time to the high here, near the high, 100K or 98. Near that high one more time and then still go down. That can still happen. Ooh. Yeah. I'm not ruling out, guys, that a reversal can happen here. But I would rather let myself then surprise, because if this reversal happens here at the SMA 100, and as I said, on the higher time frames, we had no cases, not on the weekly time frame, the all-time chart, and also not on the daily time frame. No case where Bitcoin made new highs after retesting the SMA 100, except one time in the past years. You know, in the past years, when I open up the all-time chart on Bitcoin, daily time frame, let's go to the log scale. It only happened one time where Bitcoin retested the SMA 100 without retesting the SMA 200. Okay, only the SMA 100. and made new highs. That happened only one time here, which was in 224 during the major rally 200k. And here in May 24, it also bounced on the SMA 100 without pulling back to the SMA 200, but not for new highs, only for continuing the range. So we have no cases except one case in all the years, in the past 5 years and before, where Bitcoin successfully bounced on the SMA 100 and made new highs. You know what I mean? So this would be then the first time when it happens now. So for backtesting wise, there's no success rate with this. Yes, it is bouncing and holding, but not for new highs. It is only doing for holding a bit and then going lower. Yeah, that's why I'm not really optimistic right now. I would rather like to be surprised. And when that happens, guys, when that surprising move happens, then I would say that we get an easy mode uh, anyway. So then we can buy the EMA 200 dips on the lower time frames, H1, H4, and so on. I would rather let myself surprise with such a bullish move instead of now trying risky plays with size. I don't think this is the market for that. Or I would really have to have the time, sit at the screen, and I think I will do that uh, starting end of this month, you know, once the baby's there, inshallah. But right now, it's not possible for me. Sorry. That's why we have a lot of support here with the traders. As you know, I'm usually active, guys, but right now I can't. And I rather step back instead of making you lose. So I already regret that I shared trades like a week before. I already regret it. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, when I come back, I will make up for that. Inshallah. CC? So privacy, brother. Tuesday at 20 UTC. Mm-hmm. So you are on profit, bro. I think you caught a nice entry. Tuesday here, 20. You bought at a really very good level. I think you have seen the potential reversal there, George. Bro, you are looking at good things, I must say, George. I think you understand TA. You have understood how it works. Good to see, bro. So you have bought this here on Tuesday at a really good place. Yeah, good one, bro. Nice. And as you can see here, it made a reversal on the H1, and then since then it's going up and doing a yes, brother. Nice catch. Looking like a good up move. Strong trend. It can continue like this. Especially in such a market, brother, when you are lucky to catch such an entry. When I shared the watch list, the privacy coin watch list, this was here on this SMA. I think I also shared that somewhere. I don't know. I think I had, or in my last stream, I discussed this, right? Can that maybe be, George, that I talked about this because I had seen this one here. And I think I remember I said it looks interesting here on the SMA 50. Anyway, good catch. And it's looking strong. Of course, you should have taken some off. bro. It would be sad if it, you know, round trips, but it's looking promising to me. It can continue because this is privacy coin, a newly listed one. And yeah, I would definitely keep some, hold some, or potentially like you never know, what these coins can do. So maybe surprisingly, it can make a move like, so let's say your entry was here. You used it to stop somehow. Imagine it does something like this. Can always happen, bro. That would be nice, you know. If you catch such an entry, of course, take some off. But this is looking promising to me. Yeah, bro. Nice catch. Good. Hello, PM. Welcome, bro. Guys, it's already 1 hour, and as I said, I'm a bit sick. I'm sweating. My t-shirt got wet already. My wife also, we caught a cold or something. Just a few days before the birth, she got sick. What a mess. And my t-shirt got wet during the stream. I'm sweating without a reason. I need to take something. So, but as I said, tomorrow I will stream again, inshallah, and I will try to prepare a bit more. Tomorrow I will look at some charts actually and look for some trades before I start to stream in the evening. Bro, I'm good. I'm all well. Thanks God. Everything is okay. Just the birth. It is official date is 26. Honestly, bro, my wife told me from long before that it would come mid-January because I asked her when is the birth. She said mid-January. And I thought mid-January is 15th, right? That's what you think. Bro, but she didn't tell me the official date, which is 26th. Because women these days, bro, think they are doctors with their mama apps, on their phones. She telling me like, no, the doctors they don't know how to calculate. What the fuck? Do you know better than doctor how to calculate it? Know what happened? The 15th is over. I told everyone it's coming 15th. My relatives, they are asking, where's the baby? Where's the baby? And now yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It's delayed. Man, I was angry at my wife because when you ask her, you ask for the official date, right? Not her opinion. But then she told me, yeah, but my app and so on, they calculate wrong. And now they got right at the end. It's still not there. Yeah, bro, they are all the same these days, thinking they are like doctors with their app on their phone. But let's see, we have few days left. Official date is 26th. It's actually in 2 days. And yeah, it might be delayed. Maybe sometimes a birth is delayed 1 or 2 days, as you know. But I think next week, yeah, it should be there. I gotta, go switch my t-shirt now, guys. And see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Thank you for having the patience with me. Thank you all for supporting us. Appreciate it. And thank you to all the traders. Thank you always, bro, for keeping it running it here and on the server without me. To all the traders as well. Sorry if I not reply to DMs. I will reply to all of them as soon as I find the time. Okay. Love you all. Take care. See you tomorrow. Good evening. Bye bye.